Hey guys, how are you and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's another amazing day. My name is Dr. Victoria Nelima. I'm so glad to have you. And today I have with me my classmate, Dr. Beth. She'll introduce herself fully. But one thing I want to tell you about her is that she's so passionate about academics. She's an excellent student. She's outstanding. She is aggressive, assertive. I don't even know how to explain her. So Beth, thank you so much for agreeing to be here.
Thank you very much.
And I would love to give you this opportunity to introduce yourself. Tell us about what you love, what your hobbies are, what your talent is, and what is unique about you that people don't know.
As you mostly know me, I'm Dr. Beth Githambo. I am from Nairobi, but born and raised in Nyeri. So I am. Oh, you're from Nyeri, that's fine. You will have to get that. Yes.
I think she just got a vision of someone else who comes from Nyeri.
Yes. So as Doc has asked about my hobbies, I enjoy art. I enjoy music. I enjoy aerobics. Actually, that's my favorite sport. I exercise a lot. And it's a thing that I intend to do for the rest of my life.
Oh.
And something that is very unique about me that most people don't see, I have a very strong and strong and aggressive facade, but I'm actually very emotional. I cry a lot when I'm hurt, when I'm happy, when any situation gives me a lot of emotion. Yeah, so that I think most people cannot decipher that unless they are my friends.
I honestly also did not know that. I didn't know you're someone who can cry. I thought you're those guys who something comes.
Yeah, also really enjoy leadership and activism and advocacy. And apart from what I'll do in MEd, I will also want to do some public health. Which will mostly pave way into more advocacy in the health space.
Wow, that is really amazing, Beth.
Thank you.
And I hope you reach there. And just before we continue, I would love to hear how your academic journey has been ever since you started school up to where you are now.
Yes. So I joined medical school on 20th of May, 2013. It's very vivid because it was among the things that I've been looking forward the most at that point.
Wow.
And I started school that time. I had a very big crew of friends from Equity Group Foundation, which we all came together and are my friends to date. I really enjoyed first year, as it's the year that most people hate, but that was my best year to date in medical school. Yes, I enjoyed anatomy a lot. My friends and we didn't have a lot of other things to do in life. We didn't have boyfriends, maybe. So we just wake up, come from Hall 4, go to Chiromo, study, dissect, leave there like around 8 p.m., go to Klabu, eat, then EDD until midnight.
Wow.
It was
first year.
Yes, and that was our cycle. We really enjoyed that. Then Friday.
And you enjoyed that?
No, I actually really enjoyed it. Actually, it was not forced. I enjoyed everything in Chiromo. Even biochemistry was not stressing me at that time. Then all of us at Fridays, we had a lot of bashes on Fridays. I think people were creating their birthdays because I don't know how they were all falling on Friday evening. So we also had a very nice night party in the halls. Then first year ended, which is, as I said, was a very easy year for me. And my friends also, I don't think any of my friends then can complain about that year. Then second year was 2014, which is a year I think that I least enjoyed up to date. It's the easiest year for most people, but for me, I had a lot was going on in my life, so it was a bit of a year that I didn't enjoy, but of course just sailed through. Then after that I applied for an intercalated program, BSc Human Anatomy, and I got it, which I thank God for, because it was very competitive and we had very many applicants. And that year was very transformative year for me. It shaped me. It was a very difficult year, I must insist, because you're treated like a fully fledged adult and researcher, and you're still growing, which also makes you just grow a bit faster, which I really appreciate. and that place I made very long-lasting relations. Met my mentors there, and my friends who will be my friends for life from that place. And from that year, that's when I joined Nelima's class.
Yeah.
After graduating in the year 2015. Then now I joined a new class. It was a bit weird at first because I didn't know most people. My classmates were in a different year. My original classmates were in a different year, but it is amazing how I easily blended into a new class because people take a bit of time. I blended very nicely. I met now even friends now that are my really personal friends in this class. And because of the stress that I had undergone through BSc, I had now, school was stopped being very stressful just because I had reached the ceiling of stress. So it cannot go beyond that. So after that now life was much easier. I really enjoyed being in this class. It is a more relaxed class compared to the class I was in. Life is a bit slow, which I appreciated coming from very fast life. And from that time, third year, we sailed through very nicely. I met a bunch of very hardworking doctors that were giving me the motivation that I needed. Then all the way until sixth year, and another year that was very pivotal for me that I felt I really shaped my life was actually fifth year, because that's we were now split in cohorts. The one from gynecology, pediatrics, and com health, and there I met people that I would not have met before because now we are in clusters. I met now classmates. I was exposed to my classmates that I wouldn't probably, if we were just meeting in Millennium Hall or LT3, we would never have bonded. So also created really nice bonds there. And also I got really good opportunities around that year. I got really nice elective places, and here we are. Also I also started, I was in school leadership from 2016. Very pivotal years also in my leadership and politics. And all this time was planning to vie for an announcing position.
Why didn't you buy, by the way? Or is it because your friends were buying and you had the friend code thing?
No. Actually, my friends wanted me to buy.
Then?
But I fear, because Amazon politics can also get really murky. And as I had mentioned to you, I'm a bit emotional. So I was worried, like if someone painted my name in bad light. But thinking if I were to go back then, I would actually buy, because I know I would make a good leader.
And I'm sure you would have won.
I would have won probably. Okay, I'm really very confident, so don't worry. But then after that, I met also very good friends in leadership. I also was able to join KMA in 2018 when I was in the fifth year through AMSO's leadership. And it has really shaped how I interact with my senior colleagues, how I advocate for students' needs, and up to now I am very thankful for that.
Wow, that's a really interesting academic journey, and clearly one that has molded you over the years.
Thank you.
So you said you are a reproduction activist. So are you thinking of majoring into obstetrics or gynecology to be able to combine all that, or you're just thinking about other things?
Reproductive health and menstrual health and sexual health is a passion that I've had from, say, third year, since the moment I actually understood what it was. And my interest is actually to continue with it independent of the career path that I take. So I'm currently not very sure of obstetrics and gynecology, but even if I did MBA, surgery, internal medicine, any of those, I would still venture into reproductive health.
Wow. And still on that, I've heard people say that feminism is destroying our girls, and it's making women be disrespectful to men, and even those who are married and in families not willing to submit. Do you think feminism is poisonous, or is it actually a foundation for the development and empowerment of women?
That's a very good question. Feminism is very misunderstood. Actually, feminism is fighting for equal treatment of women. It's actually fighting for space of women in the society, just equal opportunity, especially now me as a doctor who is going to in a mostly masculine dominated field. I want to get equal opportunity, get equal pay, get other girls to see that I as a doctor don't need to struggle so much just because I'm a female compared to my male counterparts. It has nothing to do with hating men, submitting. In fact, I'm getting married in like 2 weeks.
Wow!
So feminism is not just about women. Even men are feminists. Anyone who is trying to fight for equal rights of women, and especially recognition of women, and getting just what they need compared to male people.
Wow, congratulations, Beth.
Thank you.
It's good news to hear that you're getting married in the next 2 weeks and you're leaving us here. But I know God will bring along those people. And I think this year there's a lot for you in the basket to celebrate. And now, Beth, on that day in Movenpick Hotel, as we were waiting for our results to be released, did you expect that you will be called there as the best student, or it's something that just happened out of the blues?
Thank you for the praise. I am not used to it. At times, it really gets me by shock. But I was not expecting. I've been reading with my discussion mates and my classmates at large, just to pass, just to support each other. We have teamwork, and reading has never been a problem. Let me say, passing was not one of my worries, but being the best was totally unexpected. And for that, even as Nelima can attest, that day I was really ecstatic. And I'm still marinating in the feeling. It's nice. It's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility also, because maybe it comes with different expectations that I didn't have for myself before. But now, knowing what I can achieve, given the right environment, the right friends, the right family, then it also attests to how much I can achieve and how much power I have in my hands. Yes.
Wow, and congratulations again for emerging the overall best student. And out of the 3 major units that we do, she was the best student in 2 of the units. And we were asking ourselves with my friends, what have we been doing in school? But anyway, we thank God for such people. And now, Beth, when we were coming to medical school, we used to be told that just struggle to get a 50%, that's all you need. I don't know if you also enjoyed the 50% say, or you decided to work above that.
To be very honest, the accolades may make it look like I actually really read a lot. That is not true. I came with one purpose: to never fail any exam. I really fear failure. It's a thing that keeps me awake at night, and the thought of failure, just because of the pressure of how I was raised. Normally, you can't fail, because when you fail, the whole community is looking at you. But also, I like to achieve. As I have said, I enjoy success.
Wow.
So I was striving always to be at least above a credit, to be at above 65, let me say. But having a very good support system, especially my friends like Faith Aseta, Brian Wambua, Amir, those people make sure that you don't have mediocrity. The moment they sense mediocrity in you, they will call you out and make sure you're up to par.